Okay, guys. Hey guys, it's me with Jessica with Stainless Creations, and I am going to show you how to do a 3-sectioned tumbler today. Basically, what I did is I stacked things. I have a tumbler like this, and I stacked things up next to it, and I just took a pencil and ran around the edges to section off my tumbler in sections. But right now, what I want to do is I want to have this part black, this sticky sheet right here, and this part tray bonds. Alright, so I have my black 3.0 right here, and I've got my paper plate that I'm just going to put a little dollop. This black 3.0 is black. It's a little bit more liquid than regular. But it seems to do a good job. It seems like it might do better. It's still kind of icky. I have to contact my friend Teresa. Teresa did a 3-level cut, or a 4-level cut. And hers turned out gorgeous, as always. Everything she does is so gorgeous. Alright, so I got the 3.0 on there, and I didn't like the coverage. So what I did was I went ahead and Desire Junior on here, and then I put Sugar Cube Home right here in the white, and I put Tray Bonds by Mr. Nola's Glitter. These are all by Mr. Nola's Glitter. And there we go. Right here. And I sprayed it with Loctite. Some people don't like using Loctite. So I'm going to put this under 1 coat of Speed Dry, and then we'll bring you back. Okay guys, I had this on the turner, and it fell off. So as you can see right here, it's horrible. I have sanded it and sanded it and sanded it. I'm probably going to have to sand it some more. And I sanded the whole cup just to be on the safe side too. So I'll be back with the hopefully better finished product. Alright, so this is what I have on the tumbler. As you can see, and the Speed Dry is already dried, but as you can see, this looks horrible. So in order to kind of fix my mistake, I mixed up 10 milliliters of epoxy, which is way too much, but I have a hard time mixing a little bit of epoxy. So, you know, I can always put this in a mold or whatever. So I'm not really worried about it. And then we've got our glitter, and we're going to put glitter on this for the Epoxy Method. This cup has given me up the road. So we're going to turn it on, and I want it to go spinning towards me. And we're just going to put a very, very, very thin layer of epoxy on here. We will, in fact, I'm just gonna take this off the turner, I think, if I can, and put it on the stick so I can really manipulate it. Try to stay in frame. And like I said, guys, this is a tiny bit of epoxy that I'm using. This is just basically to get adhesion on for the glitter to adhere to the cup. I've got Desire Junior. I think that's what I used. I've used so many glitters I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle it over. Just keep in mind that because this is quick set, we gotta kind of act fast. Alright, so get another sheet of paper under here. Go with our tray bonds. Concentrate mostly under that little spot. Tray bonds on there. That pretty burgundy glitter. It's very, very pretty. Alright, now we're going to do our sugar cube home. Yeah, I'll get another piece of paper here. And we'll do the sugar cube home. This is not in a shaker, so I have to be a little bit more careful. Definitely want to get the bad spot. You can have this just standing up to dry. Alright, so I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit it with Loctite. Have it go ahead and dry from the Loctite, and then do another coat of epoxy on it, and hopefully this time it won't turn off the turner. Okay, we're back. I went ahead and Loctited this, and I'm going to put another coat of epoxy on it. It's going to be a thin coat, but I mixed up 30 mLs because glitter soaks this stuff up. So we wanted to make sure that we had, you know, what we needed to do this cup, and plenty of it. So if I have extra, I can just slam it into a mold. I've actually made about 2 pairs of earrings right now with the old epoxy that I had. So we're going to get on this. Again, this is speed dry. I want to have the turner turning towards me. So let's put on some speed dry. If you know how to put on epoxy, people do it all kinds of different ways. And there's a hair. You do you, boo. Wasted a lot of epoxy, but like I said, I didn't really waste it because I put it in the earring mold. And I can always, my mother is the Clever Crone, or Crafty Clever Crone, that's it. And she makes earrings, so I can always get those to her, and she can make earrings, and she makes the prettiest earrings, y'all. Some people do the bottoms of your cup, of their cups, like I do. Some people don't. Some people feel that it's better if you drop your cup. You're not going to have the risk and damage of having to crack the epoxy and actually having to ruin your cup because epoxy gets under, or water gets under the epoxy when you wash it. All my customers know that I will take care of them if they do accidentally drop their tumbler. All they have to do is bring it to me and I'll fix it for them. We really don't want to have too many layers of epoxy, because it does, as you put more layers on of epoxy on your cup, it does tend to thicken it up quite a bit. And even though the middle part of the sticky sheet that I have cut up has a good amount of overlap, we want to be kind of mindful. Let me get some more on this middle part. We want to be kind of mindful of how much, because you know, when you put layers of epoxy on the cup, it does thicken the cup a little bit. So it's just like those templates that they give you. You need to size them like maybe an eighth to a quarter inch bigger if you already have epoxy in it. So I'm going to let that spin, and then we're going to come back and hopefully add the sticky sheet. Alright, it's done. We don't have any of the ugly spots on it. We got a little bit of stuff right there, but we're going to fix that. We've got the turner arm in here with some bubble wrap, and there it just goes. See if I can fix this a little bit for you and not make y'all sick. Alright. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to put the sticky sheet in the middle. Alright guys, I'm back, and my dogs are still acting like idiots, and that's okay. The UPS man came and freaked them out. Alright, so this is very important. When you're using a peekaboo sticky sheet, you really don't want to sand your tumbler. You want your tumbler to be kind of like clear, for lack of better terms. So we're going to try to put this on straight-ish. We can always clean it up with pinstriping. That's not really going to matter. Bubbles are going to disappear. You won't be able to tell if I have bubbles under it, because I stink at wrapping. Got some wrinkles. I've got to get them out. I'm going to actually take off my glove. I can do this a little bit better with my glove not on. Alright, but it got way offline. I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and try to be very careful and cut. When you're doing this, you need a very sharp X-Acto knife, so I might have to change this blade. But I can kind of cut the sticky sheet to where I need it. Alright, so I got that one off, and now I need to get this one off. Alright, so I got that one off and that one off. And so this is how the cup looks. I'm not done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put pinstriping over here and pinstriping on here. Okay, guys. So I got some black holographic vinyl that I had cut into strips. I honestly couldn't tell you how thick these strips are. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build it on my mat. Teresa Barber from Sippy Couture had the idea to build it on the mat, and I just think that's a good idea. So I've got this opalescent pink. I think it's opal pink. It could be opal orange. I don't know, but it looks weird. But it looks good on the black. So what you want to do is I want to place this like right in the middle, where I have some on the top and some of the on the bottom. And then I'm going to do a gold line on here. The gold line that I have cut already, I cleaned up my craft room, guys, and I can't find anything. So that's a problem. Alright, so now I've already done this one. Obviously, I didn't do the gold, but I've already done this one. And here is the seam on that one. So I'm going to do directly on the bottom, and we're going to see how the gold strip looks. And I don't like the gold strip. I'll just pull it out. It worked. I just got to trim this off. There we go. Alright. So, I don't know how... I don't mind the gold. I think we'll do another gold. Actually, on the cup. So, if y'all don't want to build it on the mat... you can build it on the cup. I'll show you how to do that. Obviously, I've already put the black one down. I've already put the pink one down. And now I'm going to do the gold. Now this is Teckwrap vinyl that I've got. The gold is. I do know that's Teckwrap. I think the opalescent, the pink one, is a pack of opals I got from 143 Vinyl. Yeah, so that's it pretty much. And we'll come back once it has one of the final layers of epoxy, And then we're going to come back and do something really funky with this bottom. I'm going to try to pull all of these colors in. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to get this sage green. I'm going to get this burgundy. I'm going to get this pink. And I'm going to get this yellow. And we're going to try to do kind of like hatching down on the bottom. That'll be pretty. Hey guys, I just remembered I was recording a video, and this is how scatterbrained I am. I put on the little pinstriping things, and now what I'm doing is I'm simply mixing up some micas and some epoxy and hatching it on the cup. This is a definite one that you have to trust the process on, because it's going to look like a 3-year-old did it. Until you add some heat and get it to swirl. Now, the important thing about this is it is speed dry, so I did put a carrier coat, but I don't know how fast it's going to go, so I've got to kind of work kind of quick. I'm trying to get all the colors that I saw, and luckily I had the micas for it. Try not to chase your cup too much. Sometimes it cannot be helped, but sometimes you can. And so this, like I said, this is a definite trust the process kind of cup, because right now it looks awful, but I have faith that it's going to look pretty darn cool. And if you can see it in live action. Okay, so I've got all the colors on there. Now I'm going to hit it with some heat. And make those colors up. So I'm going to wait for this to spin, and we're going to put on hopefully the final layer of epoxy. I've got to sign the bottom of my cup, which comes right before the final layer. Alright, let's hope this is the final coat to go on there. I've already cleaned up my rim. I wrote on the bottom with a paint marker, so I signed it. Let's pray. And I've got my 20 mils of epoxy made up with Mr. Nola's Speed Dry. I've found that 20 ounces is perfect for a 30 ounce, because you don't need a lot. Alright, so that is the final coat let's hope, of this tumbler. And I'm just going to let it spin, and that would be all of the tumbler. That's the end of this tutorial. If you like my videos, because I do ramble, so my videos are not for everybody. But if you like my videos, give me a shout and subscribe and ring that notification bell, and that will notify you when I load new content.